Welcome to CNC. I'm your anchor, Davidson McLean, and this is my co-anchor, Skylar Bell. We're going to start things off with Jack and getting to know the GFC staff.
What do you have for us, Jack?
Hi, Jack D here. I'm interviewing staff members. Right now, right here with me is the head principal of Central High School, Mr. Kotofsky. Mr. Kotofsky, what did you teach before you became head principal?
I was a junior high math teacher. I taught 7th and 8th grade math for 15 years.
What words to describe you?
I would hope people think that I'm understanding, empathetic, kind, consistent.
What's one thing students don't know about you that you would like to share?
I don't know if most students would know that my wife and I have been married for 40 years. She would feel like it's more than 40, but it's 40.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
What do you like about your job?
I like about my job, I like to work with students. I think the best part of my job is when a student's light goes on. And what I mean by when a student light goes on is when they've either been struggling with something or when they just can't figure something out, then all of a sudden they get it. When that light goes on, it's great. Just to see them when they have an academic success is probably the best part of my job.
4 words to describe you.
4 words that would describe me. I would say caring. I would say organized. I would say consistent. And I would say father.
What is your favorite color?
My favorite color I'm actually wearing today. My favorite color is blue, and I share that same color with my son, Charlie.
Dr. Dahl also said Central High School is a place of history and tradition. He enjoys coming to work with the best teachers and the brightest students. Thank you, Dr. Dahl and Mr. Kotofsky. We appreciate everything you do for Central.
Thanks, Jack. That was great information. And now on to Gabriel with our Veterans Day news.
Hey, what's going on, Central High School? My name is Gabriel Randall, and recently I went to go see the movie Thank You for Your Service, which is a really good movie, and it's all about like the post effects of being deployed in the Middle East. And I had some family actually deployed in the Middle East, so today I'm going to be interviewing them, see what their experiences are about, and I'm going to be showing you a little bit of the trailer, so maybe you'll go out and see it. Oh, and even though it's probably past Veterans Day by now, don't forget to thank a veteran.
Maybe I'm foolish.
How long you been up?
It's already 4 p.m. in Baghdad. Got 1 chocolate chip smiley face pancake for you.
She doesn't like chocolate.
Okay, I guess I missed that part.
I'm only human.
2 Army Commendation Medals, an Army Achievement Medal. Impressive.
You never told me you were a hero. Don't spare me the details. I can take anything but quiet.
We're here with Lieutenant Colonel Kevin Basie. Kevin, how was your life in deployment?
It was a lot of doing the same things over and over again. It was hot, it was in the Middle East.
And how was life when you got back from the Middle East?
It really didn't change much from before I left. It was pretty similar, so the experience I didn't think really changed me too much.
Here we have retired Master Sergeant Jennifer Storrs. Jennifer, how was life in the Middle East?
I was in Iraq for 6 months, and it was something new. I didn't know what it was going in, and it was scary because we got mortared and rocketed a lot. So that was just something that you had to deal with.
Did those events trigger any side effects from being out there, like flashbacks?
Just one time when I got back, we lived in England, and the day I got back, I was sleeping, and it was Guy Fawkes Day, and all the fireworks that were being set off was it startled me until I realized where I was. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm good.
I'm here with Major Anthony Randall Clausen. Anthony, how was life like when you were deployed in the Middle East?
It was fairly regimented, and I guess in many ways much easier than the chaos that you might find at home.
After being deployed and all that, after getting sent back, did you have any traumatic experiences from being deployed at all?
Not what I would consider traumatic personally. I certainly saw a lot of crazy things. That goes with being in conflict and military conflict. But I had no problem accepting it as, I guess you could say, occupational hazard. And yeah.
And there you go. There's some words from our veterans. And that's pretty much all I got for you today. Go see the movie, and I'm out. Woo!
Good job, Gabe. Now we're on to Faith with the journalism and the Centralia.
You guys have seen these all over the school, so let's go talk to the man in charge.
Okay, so I'm here with Mr. Kirkland, the journalism teacher, to ask a couple questions. What kind of things do you do in journalism?
Well, the main thing in journalism is just to basically learn about the profession of journalism in general, different things journalists do. But specifically for this class, we are responsible for creating the school newspaper, the Centralia. We put together about 7 issues over the course of the year based on student writing and student pictures and articles. And then we also do the yearbook the second part of the year. So it's a pretty big responsibility. We only have about 20 students in the class, and those 20 students produce basically a living record of what's going on here at Central with the yearbook that most people keep forever,
Yeah.
and a newspaper that kind of gives the up-to-date information about what's going on in our school in the present. So,
How long has the school newspaper been around?
I believe if you look on the school website, it dates back to 1923. So we're working on about a 90th to a 91st year. So we've published every year since about 1923. We have started to go more online. We still print our newspaper, which is great because then you can take it home, save it. But for the last 10 years, you can go online and see all our previous articles. And even though it's a long ways away, man, I hope I'm around long enough to produce the 100th issue.
Yeah.
100 years of the Centralian would be really cool. And even though that's a long way in the distance, I want to do something special for that and have pictures of past Centralians and stuff like that. So 90 years strong.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, just for students that might be interested in journalism. The main reason people take it is because they're interested in writing, learn more about writing, and you will do that. We do write a lot in this class, but there's so many other things that you learn in the class, and like I said, just to become more worldly, more informed, more in tune to what's going on around you so you can make your own judgments. So yeah, if it's a class, we're getting bigger and bigger every year. Hopefully I get to 2 sections one day because right now we're sitting at about 20 students. But I also think it's a great class to combine with the media production class, because you can learn things in journalism that you can apply in media production and vice versa. So I'm really kind of excited about the future of our journalism program in this school now that we have media production as well.
Awesome. Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Faith. Now on to clubs with Jacob with FBLA.
Thanks, guys. Here's Davidson McLean. As a former nationalist, do you hope to go back to nationals this year, and how are you going to get there?
I do hope to go. I'm planning on running for state president for FBLA, and I think just working together with our chapter is going to get me there, doing hard work and staying focused.
Great, that sounds good. Who's the biggest competitor for you this year, and how are you going to come out on top?
A lot of schools in the state really have a good showing at the state conference as well as the national conference. And North Dakota really did well in the national conference last year. So I think as a whole, everyone works hard and they all do their part.
Great. Best of luck for you this year.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Miss Cleveland. I am Grand Forks Central's co-FBLA advisor and business education instructor.
What are some things about FBLA that you could encourage people to join?
I think FBLA is great. It's a great thing to put on your resume in the future. Great thing for colleges to see that you were a part of. There's also a college level PBL that you could join. But we do some fun things. We have fun meetings. We had a meeting with DECA. We're going to have like a Christmas party, an ugly sweater party. We volunteer, which isn't always fun, but it's important that you learn to give back to other people. And so and then just state and nationals are a blast, traveling and being with your peers.
What are some club goals this year?
I think our goals this year were just to get FBLA more involved. I know that we have a really active DECA chapter, and so we are trying to move in that direction and become more active and just, seeing our students be successful and giving back to our school and community.
with the movie review on Jigsaw.
Hey, my name is Brandon Schnack, and I recently went to Jigsaw. I thought it was a pretty good movie, but I'm just trying to get some more point of view so you can see if you guys want to go see it for yourself.
What did you think of the movie?
I thought it was pretty good. I didn't expect it to take the turn that it did.
Would you recommend this movie to someone?
I would. Well, wouldn't. No. Well, it really depends on the person, because if they don't like gory TV shows or movies, I wouldn't recommend it.
What did you think of the movie Jigsaw?
Thought it was pretty good.
Previous Saw movies?
I have.
Would you say Jigsaw had to put more thought into the traps for this new one or the previous ones?
The new one, because he couldn't use like the same traps as in the previous ones.
Would you recommend this movie to someone?
I would recommend it to people who like bloody scenes.
Gabe Randall, he's also went to Jigsaw. Gabe, what did you think of the movie?
I thought the movie was really good just because of like all the plot twists and stuff, and I don't know, it's like a Saw's getting back to its glory days.
Yeah, what do you mean glory days?
Like Saw 1 and 2 were amazing. Saw 3 was like, oh, okay, this is bad. And then all the rest of the movies were pretty bad.
So how do you think these traps and the new Saw compare to all the traps and all the other Saws?
Well, like these traps actually like had a purpose to them, while like other Saw movies, it's just like the traps were there just for a gore fest, I guess.
So now, do you think the traps that were made, do you think they were easily winnable, or is one of those things that they were just kind of like set up to fail?
Well, I don't think they were set up to fail really. Like, there's one where a guy has to go into a spinning like circle of death with like blades in it. I think he could have easily made it out, but you know, he was too scared to, and yeah, pretty bad outcome.
Alright, so there you have it. If you like movies with blood, gore, and insane twists at the end, this is just the movie for you.
No, it's not creepy at all.
And now to Riley with the new game Call of Duty World War II.
Call of Duty's latest installment of their classic first-person shooter, Call of Duty World War II. Turn into classic boots on the ground, you are put in the fun and exciting map Operation Neptune, or more commonly known as D-Day, the first turning point in the war. The USS Texas, a classic battleship in both world wars. Aachen, the largest urban conflict in the war. And the Ardennes Forest, Hitler's last major offensive campaign before the war ended. Last but not least, the campaign, starring North Dakota-born actor Josh Duhamel, will lead you through some of the war's most iconic battles in the 1st Infantry Division. And now my next interviewee, Call of Duty expert, Gabe Randall.
That's my name, don't wear it out.
Yes, yes. So, how do you feel that Call of Duty is going back to its roots?
Well, personally, I love it because I started on Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and that was just boots on the ground, just simple. And Call of Duty definitely isn't that simple anymore, but I love the aspect that it's boots on the ground again, especially since it's a World War II game.
Gotcha. That's what my first interviewee said. Last question. Would you say this is your favorite Call of Duty to date?
Well, I definitely wouldn't say that because right now this game has some flaws, and I'm probably just gonna wait until the game progresses and like gets all the bugs and stuff done, because it's still got some of those issues it had in the beta. But so far, I'd have to say my favorite Call of Duty, the Call of Duty I spent most of my time on, probably Modern Warfare 3. So.
Well, thank you for your time today. Back to you, Adrian.
Good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Dylan Strong with a check of your weather. Temperatures right now in Grand Forks it's 25, in Fargo it's 37, in Devils Lake it's 21, and in Bemidji it is 25. Your planner for today, your high temperature in Grand Forks will be 36, in Fargo it is 45, in Devils Lake it'll be 33, and Bemidji will be 36. 7-day forecast. Monday a high of 45 with a low of 30. Tuesday a high of 44 and a high or a low of 34. Wednesday a high of 34 and a low of 18. Thursday a chance of snow, high of 39 and a low of 33. Friday a high of 33 and a low of 11. Saturday a high of 19 and a low of 7, and Sunday a high of 32.
Great job, Dylan. Now we have Chelsea with a story on the football cheerleaders.
I'm here with Jessica Jacob, and we're going to talk about football cheer. Okay, what type of bonds do you make with other team members?
Alright, we develop a lot of new friendships with people that you may have never even talked to before or even known, and so that's really cool to get to know some new people.
How did you push through the Cushman Classic?
So for the Cushman Classic, it was pouring rain, but it was helpful for us cheerleaders when the crowd stuck around and stayed hyped during the whole thing, which kept us energetic and moving and doing cheers, so we ended up being okay.
Thank you for your time. Back to you, Skylar and David.
Thanks, Chelsea. Now on to sports with Stephanie covering cross country.
Alright, so Rachel, how did the team do at state this year?
We did pretty good. The girls, we tied for first, but we lost the tie in a tiebreaker. And so that was pretty bittersweet because it's the best that we've ever done at the state meet, but we were just so close. I kind of wish we would have got it, but it was still good. As for the guys, they came in ranked last at the beginning of the year, and they did a lot better than they were expected to do, so.
Alright, so who all PR'd this year at state?
Out of the girls, Maya Jackson PR'd, and for the guys, a few guys PR'd, and including Kale, and I believe Joe. So.
Awesome. So how was it being a captain this year?
It was a lot of fun. It was really cool to work with all of the girls and get to hang out with them. I think we were really close as a team this year, which is what all of the captains wanted. And so it was really nice to see everybody get together and be best friends. And I don't know, I'm really going to miss the team next year because being a captain, just being on the team was a lot of fun.
You can still try to visit us.
Yes, I'll definitely try to visit.
Alright, and then how do you think the team can improve from this year to next year?
I really think that over the last couple of years, we've really been trying to work on teamwork and working together during our races. And I think we've improved a lot over the last couple of years, like I said, but I think we can definitely do a lot better with that still. And so, running the first mile together, pushing each other, both at practice and during meets and races, just really working together is important, I think.
Yeah. And just the last one, do you have any hints on who might be the captain next year? One of the captains.
Well, I'm assuming Alexis will be a captain next year because she was a captain this year. As for the other girls, I think it'll just depend on how people step up during track, during summer, and who really wants to lead the team. I think that will definitely be more clear in the months to come.
Sticking with sports, we have Tyler covering volleyball.
What's up? I had the chance to talk to the head coach, Katie Arthur, and two of the seniors in volleyball, Jessica Gillen and Corey Gust. I also had a chance to talk to two freshmen, Taya Johnson and Paige Carlson. Let's go talk. How do you think the season went?
So our season went well. It was kind of a roller coaster. However, we had set some goals for ourselves to, our definition of success is different than just counting them as wins and losses. And so we set some goals per match and we achieved some of those. And so we are happy with that. We ended 10th out of 11th in our conference.
Are you going to continue being a coach?
Yeah, I plan on it.
How do you think the team bonded for games?
So we did a few things this season in our hotel room or in the hotel area. We did some trivia. We did a program-wide murder mystery party with a lock-in, and that was awesome to see all of our 9th graders through seniors get to know one another and participate in fun activities.
Thank you for your time.
You are so welcome.
How do you think your season went this year?
I think it went pretty well. In my opinion, it was a successful season. I think that we all got better and improved, and it was really fun playing.
What was your favorite memory?
Our volleyball lock-in, I think that was really fun, and it was a great team bonding experience. That concludes sports for today.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.